Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Lebanon special meeting of the Lebanon City Council on October 29th. Our first order of business will be the Pledge of Allegiance. Councilman Wheat, will you lead us, please?
Surely. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Since this is a special meeting, we don't have any minutes to approve, but we'll move on to roll call. Madam Clerk, will you call the roll?
Sure. Councilman Campbell?
Here.
Councilman Robertson? Councilman Wheat?
Here.
Councilman Kincaid? Is absent. Councilman Copeland?
Here.
Councilman Fleming?
Present.
Councilman Jones?
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Since, again, special meeting, so no old business, move on to old business or new business. The first item I have here is Resolution 2018-41, which is a resolution of the Common Council regarding certain real property tax abatement deductions. So I'll turn it to Molly Whitehead with the EDC.
Good evening, Council. Molly Whitehead, Executive Director of the Boone County Economic Development Corporation. What we have for you tonight, the first two requests, Resolution 2018-41 and 42, those are for real and personal property tax abatement requests on behalf of DS Smith Packaging. DS Smith is an international company. They manufacture packaging and displays for consumer-based products. We think it's a nice fix or a nice mix or complementary to the growing number of consumer-based companies that we have here in Lebanon, knowing that potentially, produced here and then, potentially find those packaging options and make their way to the store. This has been a highly competitive deal for the City of Lebanon. This has been a multi-state search. We've been working on this project I believe for well over a year at this point, and it's finally starting to come to fruition. The incentives you have before you here are stipulated based on a 550,000 square foot facility that would be constructed in the Lebanon Business Park. Property under consideration is directly west of DA Lubricant. It's in the CSX Select Site area that's already been designated as an economic revitalization area. The company anticipates hiring up to 140 new full-time employees. These average wages of these jobs average of more than $22 an hour, and that is exclusive of benefits. The company does provide benefits, but it is above and beyond those wages. The project itself anticipates a real property investment around $31.2 million, personal property investment of $75.7 million, in addition to IT equipment above and beyond that number. To put this in comparison with some of the other deals that we've had, this exceeds the Monasol deal that you all approved earlier in the year, and also exceeds the investment that you saw from the Kins Foods deal a couple of years ago. So this is a significantly sized project, which we believe will bring some nice benefits to the City of Lebanon as well. One of those questions I know you're always interested in hearing about is how the company gives back. This is an international company. This will really truly be, first U.S. type operations here. And so what the company has indicated is that they usually either designate a staff person or assign the duty to identify those nonprofit opportunities. But in other areas, they've looked at supporting United Way campaigns. So they definitely do look to get involved in the community, and the Boone EDC will be able to assist them in those efforts as well. Before I get into the actual incentive recommendation that I have for you, I would like to introduce Jack DiNardo. Jack is with CBRE. CBRE is out of Chicago, and DS Smith Packaging had hired them to consult them on this project and work with them, and so he's here to just briefly thank you on behalf of the company.
Yeah, thanks, Molly. Thanks all the council members.
Sorry, do you mind coming up to yeah, they can hear you at home if you're on the mic.
Yeah, just want to say thank you guys all for your support. I'm excited to be here representing DS Smith in their selection of Lebanon for this project. Lebanon's a great community, checks a lot of boxes for them, most notably their strong workforce. So thank you for coming here tonight to hear about our project.
Thank you.
Right, the incentive recommendation that I have for your consideration, the 2018-41 is the real property tax abatement. That is for years. It's 7 years total, non-traditional scale. Year 1 at 100% abatement, year 2 at 80%, years 3 and 4 at 60%, year 5 at 40%, year 6 at 20%, year 7 at 10%. Starting in year 8, the company would pay 100% of the property taxes. No, abatement would no longer be in place. We estimate, just based on today's numbers, that could potentially provide savings to the company around $2.4 million over that period of time. And we do anticipate the benefits back to the city of Lebanon and Boone County on that being a real property tax levy of $4.1 million over that 10-year period. So this is money ahead for the taxpayers. The personal property tax abatement, which is Resolution 2018-42, again, we're recommending a 7-year non-traditional tax abatement for that. Years 1 and 2 at 100%, year 3 and 4 at 75%, year 5 at 50%, and years 6 and 7 at 25%, estimating that savings around $2.7 million over that time period, and the levy around $1.6 million back to the city. Additionally, over that 10-year period, we're estimating around $345,000 in local income taxes coming in from that project, and that is assuming 20% of the employees are Boone County residents. Although with wages that are certainly higher than maybe some that we might typically see out in the business park, do believe that could present us some opportunities to bring in some Lebanon and Boone County residents to this facility as well. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have about the project or the process.
Any questions for Molly?
So you say it's a warehouse. I mean, what kind of jobs are we talking?
This is it's actually manufacturing.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that skill set is what we're looking at.
Okay.
It is a larger size facility, but manufacturing.
Okay.
And I think we talked about there's like a lot of technical stuff like design, heavy machine operators, all kinds of things they need there, which is, again, pays
Okay.
the higher wages we're seeing, so.
When do we think we're going to be in full operation?
Full operation. Give me a second. We are under a tight time frame for this one. Company is looking to start making those final decisions, moving ground pretty quickly. Construction start date, if we can meet these challenges, November of this year. They do have a plan to go before the BZA November 5th. Construction end date would be November 2019, hiring to start at that time, and full employment by December 2020.
They think 140 by December of 2020?
Correct.
Okay. How many square feet with the building again?
550,000.
Any other questions for Molly? Okay, we'll have.
One question I
Go
have,
ahead, Keith.
Molly. I noticed they're on section 2 on 2018-42. It says that they shall acquire ownership in the area from Duke,
Correct.
and that has to be before what? Before they get to construction or before they start it? To get the abatement?
Presumably, they will need to be making those final decisions with Duke and making those final, negotiations with them. Rob can perhaps shine a little bit of light on that, no pun intended, on why we do that. But obviously, again, Duke Realty will be selling the property to.
I understand that.
Correct.
I just wanted to know which procedure they did. That's all I wanted to know.
It really, in terms of what comes first, I presume Duke would make them,
I would assume so, but
purchase
I don't know.
that.
Well, attorney.
The condition on any abatement before this council is conditional on them acquiring ownership from Duke. So presumably, it's a deal point. I don't know exactly when. I haven't had discussions with
As
them.
long as before they start business, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
There likely won't be anything to assess come January 1 of
Oh, I
2019.
understand that. I
Right.
understand that part. I'm just saying, I just wanted to know, was it before they start business, they can build the building and then get it right at the end or however? That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions from council?
I have one more question as
Go
well.
ahead.
So you said this was the first U.S. location, or is this the U.S. headquarters for this company? Going to be?
I don't believe it'll be considered the headquarters. The company has been expanding their operations in the U.S. And looking at those potential opportunities, but this is not intended to mean their headquarters. As you'll see from the SB1, Virginia is where they base their U.S.
This will be like the first manufacturing?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. Good? Okay.
Okay.
Any question?
Okay, with that, then I'll turn it over to Rob to read Resolution 2018-41 on.
Thank you, Mayor. Council, Resolution 2018-41 is a resolution regarding real property tax abatement deductions for DS Smith Packaging Ocean LLC. This council had previously adopted resolutions 2016-4, the declaratory resolution on August 8th of 2016, declaring certain areas to be within the Lebanon business parks as set forth in Exhibits A and B, an economic revitalization area. This council, after following all the appropriate procedures under the Act, took final action and adopted on with Resolution 2016-05, a confirmatory resolution on August 22nd of 2016. And this applicant here, DS Smith Packaging Ocean LLC, is filed with the council a statement of benefits, SB1 real property, that's set forth in Exhibit C, in which you previously received earlier today. The council has reviewed the SB1. Ms. Whitehead has gone through those, but pursuant to this resolution, this proposed project is located within an economic revitalization area. In order for the applicant to receive real property tax abatement, as we just discussed, the applicant shall acquire ownership interests in the area from Duke. Based upon the SB1, the council is going to make the following findings. The estimate of $31,200,000 as the cost of improvements to be constructed is reasonable for projects of this nature. The estimate of hiring 140 new individuals who will be employed can reasonably be expected to result from this proposed project. The estimate of $6,440,000 for the aggregate annual salaries of these individuals who will be employed can reasonably be expected to result from this project. The totality of the benefits are sufficient to justify the granting of real property tax abatement, and as Ms. Whitehead indicated, the real property tax deductions shall be utilized in year 1, 100%, year 2, 80%, year 3 and 4, 60%, year 5, 40, year 6, 20, year 7, 10, and this resolution shall be in full force and effect immediately upon its adoption.
Thank you, Rob. Any further questions from council regarding the resolution? With that, I would entertain a motion concerning Resolution 2018-41.
I move we approve Resolution 2018-41.
We have a
I'll second it.
motion to approve in a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, the resolution is approved unanimously. And Rob, will you read Resolution 2018-42?
Thank you, Mayor, Council. This Resolution 2018-42 is related to personal property tax abatement for DS Smith Packaging Ocean LLC. And as we previously discussed, this council adopted Resolution 2016-4 as a declaratory resolution concerning the fact that this area is in an economic revitalization area. This council took final action with Resolution 2016-05 and a confirmatory resolution on August 22nd, 2016. As we know, this applicant, DS Smith Packaging Ocean LLC, is filed with this council. It's SB1 for personal property, and that's attached as Exhibit C. As Ms. Whitehead indicated, this resolution will make the following findings. Pursuant to the SB1, the estimate of $74,750,000 as the cost of new manufacturing equipment to be installed is reasonable for the project of this nature. The estimate of $800,000 of the cost of new IT equipment to be installed is reasonable for projects of this nature. The estimate of hiring 140 new individuals who will be employed can reasonably be expected from this project. The estimate of $6,440,000 for the aggregate annual salaries of these individuals who will be employed can reasonably be expected to result from this project. And the other benefits that have been presented to this council are benefits that can reasonably be expected to result from this project. And as a result, this council would find that personal property tax deductions are hereby improved for year 1, 100%, year 2, 100%, years 3 and 4, 75%, year 5, 50%, year 6 and 7, 25%, and this resolution shall be in full force and effect immediately upon its adoption.
Thank you, Rob. Any further discussion from council? Okay, would entertain a motion concerning Resolution 2018-42.
I'll make a motion, we accept Resolution 2018-42.
We have a motion and a second to approve Resolution 2018-42. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay, that resolution passes. Thank you very much, Molly, and thank you, D.S. Smith, for planning to make a more than $100 million investment in Lebanon, paying great wages. They're going to be a great company. We're really excited to have them here. So, anything else, Molly? I guess the next resolution. Yep. Okay. So that concludes those two. So next item up is Resolution 2018-43, which is a resolution of the Common Council regarding the designation of an economic revitalization area. This is the Hendricks parcel. So,
All right, thank you.
Molly.
If you recall, about 3 or 4 months ago, I was before you all for a real property tax abatement request on behalf of Hendricks Commercial Properties, the developer considering a couple of different parcels in Lebanon, notably the 17-acre parcel just outside of the Lebanon Business Park along 39. While we were doing our due diligence on that property, getting the ERA established and everything, we discovered that there was about a 1 or 2 acre parcel within that actually sat within the county, not the city of Lebanon. You all have since annexed that. That was a voluntary annexation that's officially within the city of Lebanon. And so now before you, we would like to get that small parcel within that put into the ERA along with the other parcel. Moving forward, then I will be back in front of you at a future date with another real property tax abatement request as the developer is interested in a second spec building on that property as well. But again, today is simply just the declaratory resolution, and if you all pass this resolution tonight, then we'd like to move forward with the confirmatory resolution at your November 13th meeting.
Okay. Any questions for Molly? Okay. Rob, you mind reading the resolution for us?
Yep. Thank you, Mayor, Council. This resolution 2018-43 is concerning the designation of an economic revitalization area. And as we've discussed before, this council may find that a particular area within the jurisdiction of the city is an economic revitalization area, and may, by adoption of a resolution, declare such area to be an economic revitalization area. It must be confirmed, modified, or rescinded. This council, as set forth in Exhibits A and B, shall declare an area to be located as an economic revitalization area. And this council is finding that the area is located within the corporate boundaries of the city. It's declared to be an economic revitalization area. And following adoption of this resolution, a public hearing shall be held before this council on November 13th, 2018. And the council shall publish or cause to be published notices that are required by law in advance of such hearing, and that this council may take final action on the designation of an economic revitalization area. Pursuant to Indiana law, a copy of this resolution shall be filed with the Boone County Assessor, and this council shall file a copy of the notice with each taxing unit that has authority to levy taxes in the geographic area within the city. This resolution shall be in full force effect immediately upon its adoption.
Thank you, Rob. Any questions now that Rob has read the resolution? Okay. Would entertain a motion concerning Resolution 2018-43.
I make a motion, we accept Resolution 2018-43.
We have motion to approve and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. That ordinance passing, or resolution passed unanimously. Thank you, Council. That concludes what I have on my new business agenda. Anything from council? Okay. Would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a motion to adjourn.
Second. Oh, you got someone up here?
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
No, we do not.
Yes.
We want to adjourn.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those here say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Thanks for watching.